Are you ready?
Detroit basketball!
Hey peeps, how's it going? So we are not that far away from Detroit basketball preseason. That is just a few weeks away. But before we hop into that, real quick, this Monday, 8 p.m., DSA Above the Rim is back. Live for those of you guys who are newer to this channel and haven't seen it yet. Basically, DSA comes together and we have some topics and we talk about the NBA, mostly Detroit Pistons, but with the NBA, there's a lot of news stories going on out there. So we have a live talk show. We get you guys involved and answer some of your questions. So it's a fun time. So be sure to come back here Monday at 8 p.m. to get involved in that. If you've not seen it before, it's a pretty fun show. So we'll see you there. However, what I am looking for the Detroit Pistons in the NBA preseason within the week and a half that we have left, this is a good time to showcase Sekou Doumbouya, who we've seen a little bit, just a sliver in the summer league. He's going to have to play a little bit in the summer league. I think that's relatively safe to say that he's probably going to play very well. You know, I think that all these younger players who are kind of on the borderline of either being on the active roster or going to the G League. I'm not saying Sekou's going to the G League, but, you know, we've got a lot of people who can play his position. I'm not sure if he's ready yet. I'm not saying that he's not, but this is going to be a good time for Sekou to showcase to the Pistons, to Dwayne Casey, if he has not already, what he can really do. People like Joe Johnson, who, you know, aren't officially on the roster, people like that are going to be on the cuff of getting cut or making it. You're not going to see Joe Johnson going to G League. I still think he's good enough to be on an NBA roster. We will see probably a little bit of him. I'm most curious to see the development of Kyrie Thomas from the summer league till now. He needs to have a good preseason, because if not, he is going to get lost on this team and he's going to spend a lot of time in the G League. And it's sad because I know this guy can play. He's got great defensive ability. You know, he doesn't back down from anyone. When he played against the Milwaukee Bucks in the postseason, there was a lot of positive to take away from Kyrie Thomas. So the kid's got potential, but I think the problem with him is that he's an inconsistent offensive player. I don't think Dwayne Casey knows how good of a defender he is. I'm not sure if he's good as Bruce Brown or not, but, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody. He needs to have a good preseason. You know, he's got to show us a glimpse of something, because even Bruce Brown, a lot of people don't like Bruce Brown. I don't understand why. Has shown us glimpses of stuff. Bruce Brown probably won't ever be a guy who averages 20 points in his career. You know, he's just not that kind of player, which is fine by me, because what he did in the preseason, or not the preseason, what I want to see him do in the preseason is what he did in the summer league. You know, he played point guard. That one game he got a triple-double. You know, he's got good clamps. He can lock anybody up. He's going to get better at that. You know, there was times a lot of defenders, especially Trae Young, got the better of him. But he is going to get better there. I think that's an underrated aspect of his game. The cool thing about Bruce Brown is he knows his role. He's not trying to do too much or too little. I still want to see this jump shot, quotation marks, that has gotten better, because he didn't get to showcase that in the summer league. But Kyrie Thomas and Bruce Brown are very important for this team, because if those two guys can be successful, it just goes to show you that Dwayne Casey and Ed Stefanski can draft in the later rounds. So that way you can get more aggressive with your trades that you can throw in the first round and still know you're going to get a diamond in the rough in the second round that Dwayne Casey can develop. There's several other people that we need to see. I expect Mykhailiuk to play a lot in the preseason. He had an up and down summer league. You know, he's a crazy good shooter. You know, he broke somebody. He can shoot at a very high rate. We all know that. But again, he's one of those players who's fighting to be either on the active roster or in the G League. I'm not sure how much we are going to see of Blake Griffin or Derrick Rose. I believe last season Blake Griffin did not play a single preseason game, and I would expect the same that this year, possibly Derrick Rose. You want to save those guys for tough games, and if you do play them, they're not going to play a whole lot. Maybe a few minutes just up and down the court, and you take them out. Reggie Jackson, Drummond, those guys might play a little bit, but you're not going to see too much of them. With the starters, all those other fellas, you're not going to see too much of them. You're going to see a lot of unknown talent. They'll probably start picking up. I don't know how the rules work for it or not, but you'll see a lot of guys you don't really necessarily know. Langston Galloway, he's fighting for a job if he wants to be on this team or not. He's going to have to go out there and showcase something rather than being an inconsistent shooter. Because a lot of people have been talking about everyone else except for Langston Galloway. Everyone just wants to trade him away. We haven't really seen him posting anything about working on his game or anything. Not saying that he hasn't, but if he wants to be on this team and if he wants to get minutes, he's got to show me something. Because right now, I think Luke Kennard and Bruce Brown are the two guards. And if you want to throw Bruce Brown at point guard, you got Kyrie Thomas, you got Mihailuk, you got these younger players that are hungry that want to get those minutes. So Langston Galloway's got to have something ready. He's got to go out there and show this team, to his teammates, to his coaching staff, and to himself that he deserves to be on this team. Because I don't have anything against Langston personally, but there's just a lot of guys behind him who are wanting those minutes and think they can produce at a higher clip, and they might. So it's going to be a good preseason for us. I'm going to the Dallas Mavericks one. If you guys are going there, look for me. I will be there. But with that being said, leave it down in the comments. What do you guys want to see from the Detroit Pistons in preseason? It's going to be a fun year. Why did I say that like I was a foreign person? It's going to be a fun year. I'm not going to get into it. It's going to be a fun year. I cannot wait. Preseason should be a blast. In preseason, you're not looking for wins. It helps, just like in the NFL. Lions went 0-4. In the preseason, I don't know how many games we play, but you're looking at player development, seeing what your guys have worked on, and seeing how well it translates into the NBA. So I'm not really looking for W's. I'm looking to see how good these players can perform, all that good mumbo jumbo. But leave it down in the comments. What do you guys want to see? Instagram, Twitter, in the description, and also in the description, all DSA members are in there as well. Be sure to follow them on YouTube, and I'll see you peeps tomorrow. Peace.